afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another live broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Dr. Mike Pence here with you. It is playoff time, and the Waller Bulldogs will be opening up Game 1 of this three-game series, taking on the Rouse Raiders. They're out of Lander, Texas. As we get ready for today's competition, the Waller Bulldogs open up this three-game series here at the home of the Waller Bulldogs, and they'll try to get ahead today with the win and get a chance to pick things right back up tomorrow in Austin, Texas area. We'll come back after we take a quick break and tell you about the matchup and how these two teams line up for today. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
This is Doug Rush, head baseball coach of the Tomball Cougars. We're excited about another playoff appearance for our ball club. We finished the season 21-8 and 10-4 in district, just missing getting third place, 2 games back in first place. Have a lot of really good young players, and we're hoping to make a little bit of a run here. We've been in the playoffs 15 of the last 17 years, and the last 7 in a row. We went to the state tournament 2 years ago. We won a state championship 4 years ago, and just missed the state tournament by 2 outs last year. So, small club, and this program's getting used to making deep runs in the playoffs. We got to keep that up.
The Waller High School varsity baseball team has advanced to the bi-district playoffs. The next game will be Friday, May 5th at 7 p.m. at Waller High School. Come out to support the team and cheer on our Bulldogs. Don't forget the annual Waller High School blood drive is on Wednesday, May 10th from 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. There will be free T-shirts, food, and Chick-fil-A gift cards for those who donate. Be sure to bring a photo ID and check in at the front desk before donating. Visitors and staff will be moved to the front of the line so there will not be a wait. Wednesday, May 10th, is also School Nurses Day. Be sure to let your school nurse know that you appreciate everything they do. Start testing will continue through Friday, May 12th. Help your child by ensuring they get plenty of rest the night before and eat a healthy breakfast. For more Waller ISD news and announcements, please visit the Waller ISD website at www.wallerisd.net. We hope you have a wonderful week.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we are having the introductions of today's teams, I want to remind you that the Waller Bulldog baseball broadcast can be captured right here exclusively at the Open Mic Broadcast Network as we take joy in bringing our local and regional high school and collegiate coverage since 2012. The teams are being introduced right now. The Waller Bulldogs come in with a 7-7 record as they finished up number 4 spot in the District 25A column. Meanwhile, the Rouse Raiders ended up with a 15-2 district record. They were good enough for the top seed, and they will be taking on our Waller Bulldogs. Both teams are being introduced. The Bulldogs, of course, led by Coach Levy, and the Raiders are led by head coach Chad Kremple. The teams are just about set and ready to go. The Bulldogs will be in their home white uniforms, white all the way from head to toe, and the Raiders will be in a scarlet red, or I guess an Alabama Crimson Tide red, with the red caps, white pants, and the red leggings. So both teams set, ready to go to get introduced here as the baseball action for the playoffs will just be getting started here momentarily. We'll take us a break, and we'll come back with our first pitch for tonight's contest. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
I'm in almost every school busing class. I go to school with your children. We say the pet of releases. I got you see me around the neighborhood, and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm 1 out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is a new thing. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank where to go. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
In the last 30 years, childhood obesity in America has tripled. Today, 1 in 3 kids is already overweight or obese. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Good nutrition is key to fighting childhood obesity. These tips can help your child stay healthy. Recruit them to the kitchen. Preparing meals teaches kids about healthy foods like lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy. Make sure to get 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Make it a family activity. And avoid sugary or caffeinated beverages. Give kids water, low-fat milk, and 100% fruit juices. To keep your whole family healthy, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Introducing the greatest hits of Texas, a compilation of seatbelt excuses that made nobody famous and left thousands injured or dead. There's I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
Baby, yeah, I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
And I only buckle up on long trips.
My wife left me, my dog left me, I only buckle up for long trips.
And everyone's favorite, I forgot.
Yo, I forgot. Yo, I forgot. That's what I did.
Plus, if you act now, you get 4 more hit excuses, including it's too uncomfortable, I'm invincible, I'm a perfect driver, and of course, how can we leave out, I'm just a passenger.
Grab your tambourine and shout, I'm just a passenger on this road.
Auto collisions are hits that nobody wants to listen to. Whether you're the driver or the passenger, remember to buckle up, Texas, every time, all the time. Save a life. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the first pitch of tonight's action between the Waller Bulldogs and the Rouse Raiders. I'm Dr. Mike Prince, and we are ready to get some baseball action on the way here very quickly. For the Bulldogs on the mound tonight will be senior versatile athlete, Mr. Corbin Vines, normally playing shortstop, and he'll start off today's contest against the 15-2 Raiders. The Raiders will be sending to start this at-bat off. The top 3 will be Devin Tucker, playing center field, wearing number 19. Cody Vines, the catcher, wearing number 1. Number 21, Dalton Porter in right field. Number 16, Matt Gardner will be at shortstop. Number 14, Mike Vasquez will be the designated hitter, hitting for the shortstop, Thomas. And number 10, the pitcher, Mr. Hayden Thomas. As we get ready for the first pitch here, Tucker will get ready to lead off here against Mr. Corbin Vines, as we are moments away from the first pitch to be taken off here in the playoff version of Waller Bulldog baseball. It's been a while since we've called a playoff game. In fact, think back to 2009 when Coach Humphrey was in town. The first pitch offered up will be a strike called, and the Bulldogs are off and running by the likes of Mr. Corbin Vines. So we got the first pitch on. Second pitch will be a ball, and we'll be even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. As the next pitch offered up will be swung on and missed for strike number 2. Quickly now, 1 and 2 to the leadoff man. The 1-2 pitch offered up will be swung on and missed, and the Bulldogs off to a strong start with a strikeout recorded by Mr. Corbin Vines. So that will bring up the catcher, number 1, Cody Vinoy. Vinoy batting from the right-hand side, as it'll be a righty-on-righty battle, just as the first battle was. Corbin Vines is ready to go right back to work. He sets, kicks, fires. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 is the count, just getting on the way. Playoff baseball here in Waller County, Texas. Bulldogs and the Raiders. Corbin Vines with the 0-1 delivery and just misses upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. As soon as we get a chance, we'll give you how the Bulldogs are lined up defensively for tonight's contest. The 1-1 delivery offered up will be swung and fouled back out of play. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bulldogs coming in with a 7-7 seasonal record. Well, district play record, I should say. Enough to qualify for the number 4 spot in District 25A. The pitch offered up is going to be upstairs. That's going to bring the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just getting on the way, top of the first inning. Game 1 of a 3-game series between the Bulldogs and the Raiders. The next pitch, swing and a miss. There's another strikeout for Corbin Vines. 2 batters, 2 outs, both of them being on the strikeout version. So Corbin Vines starting off to a strong start. It's going to bring up the right fielder, number 21, Dalton Porter. For the Bulldogs defensively, you have Fisher in left field, Pulpin in center field, Marches in right field. At third base will be White. Shortstop will be Levy. First pitch off the up is a strike. Second base will be Freshcorn. At first base will be Bartlett. And behind the dish will be Geigley. The 0-1 pitch coming up is just inside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Corbin Vines looking pretty good here in his outing here against the Raiders, trying to get that ever so important Game 1 of this 3-game series. There's an all-speed pitch just missing. 2 balls and 1 strike. Vines looking good so far. The 2-1 delivery offered from Vines. That ball is swung and hit towards the shortstop Levy, and that was handled with ease. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We completed a half inning of work. No score. You're listening to Bulldog Playoff Baseball right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is John Bon Jovi asking you to go to serve.gov to get involved in something you believe in. I'm a big believer in the power of we. We can tackle the tough challenges we face and build community through service and volunteering. The reality is, we're all in this together. It's time for you to raise your hand and make a difference. United we stand, united we serve. How will you raise your hand when they call your name? Are you with me? We weren't born to fight. Go to serve.gov for more information about how to volunteer in your community.
This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you as we get ready to take on this bottom half of the first inning. Corbin Vines looking mighty good in his first outing against these 15-2 district Raiders, and a very impressive overall record as well. They were 22-5-1 overall for the 2017 campaign. The Bulldogs will be setting up Levy at shortstop, Vines, who's pitching, and you'll have Marches in right field. First 3 batters due up for the Bulldogs in this bottom half of the first inning. Dr. Mike Prince here with you, bringing you live baseball coverage for Waller Bulldogs right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Pitcher on record right now will be number 10, Hayden Thomas. We had us a mad scramble trying to get together the jersey numbers to match up with the players. The Raiders have 3 different jerseys, and somehow between the 3 jerseys, numbers got tangled up, so we got some here and yonder. So if we do happen to miscall a player, please forgive us in advance. But I think we got everything lined up with the help of tonight's PA announcer, Mr. Bird, and I think we are ready to go. The throw down to second base was a strike. As we are ready to go, Nani is the catcher for the Raiders. And now Brandon Lavin will come to the dish for the first time tonight for the Bulldogs. Playoff night baseball does not get any better than this. It's do or die right now. All teams involved. Bulldogs got in on the last week, but it doesn't matter how long it took, as long as they got their first pitch off up to Levy, it'll be a strike call, and it is 0-1. Both pitchers starting off with strong first pitch strikes. It's always a good sign of ball control. The second pitch to be offered up by Thomas en route will be swung on and hit toward the right side, and it's going to be a foul ball for strike number 2. Brandon Levy normally plays third base, but with the pitching of Mr. Corbin Vines on tonight, he'll be at shortstop, and White will be playing third base. Skylar White will be playing third base for the Bulldogs on tonight. So Thomas is coming set now. The 0-2 pitch to be offered up to Levy en route. He's set, kicks, fires. That's a curveball. Misses way outside. Good stop by Vinoy. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bulldogs representing District 20 5A, and the Raiders representing District 19 5A. These teams are from the Austin area. He put on the traveling shoes in the morning and hit that way. There's a ball hit toward right field. It might be over the head. It is over the head of the right fielder. Going to second base with ease will be Brandon Levy for a leadoff double. The right fielder for the Raiders, Porter, it seemed like he got caught drifting. One thing about it, this ballpark for Waller Bulldogs is a very deceptive wind. It rolls in almost like a boomerang coming from left field down the third base line, rolling back out toward the first base and right field. So as an advantage of the home field, Bulldogs get a leadoff double, and now it will be today's pitcher, Mr. Corbin Vines. Vines coming up right now with a runner in scoring position here in the bottom half of the first inning. The pitch offered up. Oh, that sounded like it hit him, and it did. That's going to be another batter to advance for the Bulldogs. Hit by pitch was Vines, and is going to bring up now the right fielder, Marches. So Marches coming in. Bulldogs in very good shape right now to start things off. Game 1 is always the important and the tough game, especially when you're considered the underdog in the case of the Bulldogs. So we'll see if the Bulldogs can take advantage of the golden opportunity right now. On deck will be the center fielder, Pulkin. Bulldogs with runners at first and second, a double and a hit batter. And now for the Hampton Thomas-led Raiders, the first early jam of today's contest. Sets, kick, land bunt. That bunt is popped straight up. Wow. And it's going to be a pop-out bunt. Good hustle by the pitcher, third baseman. And that will be out number 1 on the failed bunt attempt. That is going to bring out now the center fielder, Pulkin. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Runners at first and second for the Bulldogs. Pulkin comes set, and he's ready for the pitch. There is a tapper foul for the third base side, and it is 0-1. 0-1 is the count. No score. Bottom half of the first inning. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Bulldogs got a leadoff double by Brandon Levy to start things off. He's still at second base, waiting for an opportunity to touch home plate. Thomas looks, checks on Levy at second. Now he comes toward home plate. There's a check swing, and they're going to appeal, and he did not go around. Count will go even at 1 ball and 1 strike. I want to remind you that you can keep up with us on Twitter, Radio Guy. It's Twitter at Radio Guy. Instagram is OBN-Radio. And, of course, we're at OBN-Radio.com. The pitch offered up now will be another check swing, and that one's going to be another ball. 2-1 is the count to bullpen with one out, runners at first and second in the bottom of the first inning. Thomas in his first jam of tonight's contest. He sets in with Benoit. Now he comes toward home plate. That's up and in. 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck for the Bulldogs will be the catcher, Mr. Wes Wu Geigley. Meantime, it is 3-1. Right now for bullpen, the number 4 hitter for the Bulldogs. Thomas comes set, delivers. That's another ball. We got bases loaded situation now here in the bottom half of this first inning. And the Bulldogs have one of their reliable hitters coming up, Wes Geigley. Geigley batting from the right-hand side right now as we have a visit to the mound. As it appears they want to discuss the matter. Early jam situation, and one thing about it, what makes baseball, in my opinion, the greatest, and I do mean the greatest sport on earth, is that it doesn't matter what it looks like on paper. You got to get out there and play the game. This is one thing, you can be bigger, but if you got the right skill and the mindset, you can overcome a lot of size advantage. Springfield comes back from his visit, and there's Crippen ready to go now will be Wes Geigley. Bases loaded with 1 out here in the first inning as he will face Thomas for the first time. Thomas pitching from the stretch, coming set. Now he delivers. There's a ball downstairs, 1-0. Thomas struggling early here in the bottom half of this first inning. Bulldogs with a golden opportunity to bust this thing wide open. Thomas struggling at the time as he comes set with the 1-0 delivery. Set, kicks, fires. There's the ball fisted toward the right side. Out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. To show you the importance of this game, there is bullpen activity already for the Raiders. It looks like number 27, a left-hander. We'll give you that information in just a second. There's a swing at a ball way outside the strike zone, and it will make it 1-2 now to Wes Geigley with 1 out, and the bases loaded. Thomas trying to get out of a jam, and Geigley trying to create a situation. The 1-2 pitch now en route from Thomas to Geigley. That ball is going to be hit in the air and on the right side, foul out of play, and that will be another foul ball. So they have 27, not on the roster that I have. We'll see if it's on the roster that they printed up here. We'll make sure that was 27 here in just a second. Meanwhile, we'll get back to the Geigley-Thomas battle here. Geigley trying to keep hope alive. The pitch. Swung. No, he did not go. That ball is outside. Another check swing, and the count is all even at 2-2. 23 is the number. Okay, we'll get that for you here in just a second. As the 2-2 pitch en route now from Thomas. That ball is going to be hit toward the shortstop. He's got a bobble. Couldn't get the double play, so he went with the out at first base. That will bring in a run for the Bulldogs. So Levy will score as Geigley will be out. And that will be a fielder's choice. Fielder's choice for Geigley. As now we have coming up Bartlett. Bartlett playing first base, coming up with runners now at second and third with 1 out. 1-0 is the score. Bulldogs on top here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch coming up. That one is popped up and out of play. And there you just heard it hit the top of the press box. 0-1 is the count. 1-0 is our score. Bulldogs trying to sneak one here in this 3-game series. We'll be back in the Austin area on tomorrow. We'll be there to give you both games if necessary. The pitch offered up, swung on and missed. Bartlett quickly in the hole, 0-2. 1 run has come in for the Bulldogs. We've had a hit batter and a walk. Just about any way you can get on, with the exception of an error. Thomas comes set, now ready to deliver. Kicks, fires. That ball hit well toward left field. And out of here! 3-run homer by Bartlett, and the Bulldogs take a 4-0 lead. That ball just kept traveling and traveling, and the next thing you know, Bartlett is touching them all. 3-run homer for Bartlett, and the Bulldogs with a huge lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Bartlett drives that ball to left center field, and it gives the Bulldogs an early 4-0 lead. Bartlett, that ball just kept carrying and carrying. As we got a delay in action right now, not real sure what just happened, but we do have some new balls coming in. Now batting will be the left fielder, number 18, Curtis Fisher. You got to imagine that he's going to pitch one of those 2 games tomorrow if necessary. Bulldogs with a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Bartlett just goes yard. Fisher comes in with 2 outs. He fouls one back, 0-1. Bulldogs with an early jump and an early advantage, which is always important, especially when you're at home. See how things will handle now. Thomas takes a deep breath, checks in with Vinoy as catcher, now ready to deliver. There's a pitch just outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 4-0 is our score in the bottom of the first inning. Thomas laboring here in the first inning as the pitch is offered up. There's another ball downstairs. 2-0 to the big sophomore left fielder, Fisher. Now Thomas is ready to deliver the 2-0 pitch. He kicks, fires. There's another slider that hits the outside corner. 2-1. Fisher thought that may have been ball 3 as he shakes his head in disgust. Thomas comes set, delivers. There's a big swing and a miss, and that will be a strikeout for Fisher. But the damage was done in a mighty way for the Bulldogs. There was a total of 4 runs off of 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We have completed 1 inning of work. The Bulldogs on top of the Raiders in Game 1 of Round 1 of the playoffs by the score of 4-0. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Can you see that doggy in the shelter?
Hi, I'm Buddy, the adorable puppy you adopted from the Humane Society. Meow. I'm Whiskers, a fluffy kitty, just waiting for someone to love me.
When you adopt a pet, we hope your new furry friend will become a cherished member of your family. And as Buddy and Whiskers will tell you, the key to success is following the rules to love by.
Well, that's right. Please give me food, water, and exercise every day. Stay healthy. I need the same kind of things you need. Talk to me. I like hearing your voice. You're my best friend. Please don't stay mad at me or lock me up as punishment. Remember, I'm probably going to live 10 to 15 years, so take care of me when I get old. One day you'll need someone to take care of you, too.
A message from the Montgomery County Humane Society. Visit www.mchumane.org for the complete rules to love bug.
Be your best friend for life.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the top half of the second inning. Bulldogs on top by the score of 4-0. The Raiders will have third baseman Matt Garza, followed by the designated hitter Mike Vasquez and Hayden Thomas to start this top half of the second inning. The first pitch offered up by Vine is another strike. Vine has been dead on with these first pitch strikes to get things going. He's ready to go right back to work. There's another swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. Corbin Vines is a well-rounded athlete. He was a shooting guard / forward for Coach Claiborne and the Bulldogs as he gets ready to deliver the 0-2. That ball is hit toward right field, and that would be a base hit to start off this second inning. Going to right field, and it's going to bring up the designated hitter, Mike Vasquez. Vasquez batting from the right-hand side. Leadoff runner is on here in the second inning. Bulldogs up by the score of 4-0. Splash was the 3-run homer by Bartlett to left center field. Eyes come set, now delivers. There's a foul tip. Quickly 0-1 to the Raiders' designated hitter. The Raiders, as a matter of fact, have the same color scheme as the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So that deep red, as they are in a hole right now. Got the white pants on with the deep red shirts. Vines 0-1, falls in for strike 2. Took something off of that one, called with a pull the string. Quickly 0-2 to Vasquez with nobody out here in the second inning. Vines pitching from the stretch due to a runner at first base. Comes set, delivers. Ball just upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vasquez showing a little discipline, not chasing that one, as he will now have to still work himself out of a jam as the vantage point is leaning towards Mr. Corbin Vines. Vines comes set. The kick, delivery, breaking ball. Oh, my, that just missed outside. 2-2. Vasquez showing the nerves of steel to take that pitch. 2-2 now on Vasquez as Vines comes set. He delivers the pitch. That ball fisted and top foul out of play. The count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bulldog Baseball, as you've been listening to all season long, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Been doing this for a long time, and we're mighty glad and always excited when these young kiddos get a chance to get some extended play. Vines comes set with 2-2 delivery. Oh, that's a beauty, and that's strike 3. And Vasquez goes down looking. And that will be out number 1. And that is strikeout number 3 for Corbin Vines. So Hayden Thomas will now come to try to help his own cause. Vines would love to see him roll one over to a 6-4-3 or even a 4-6-3. Didn't matter. The pitch offered up. That ball is hit toward right side, back out of play. Strike 1. 0-1 is the count. 4-0 is our score. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Runner at first base led off with a single to right field. Vines is trying to keep him stand still. There's the ball turned on, and it's going to be down the corner and round into third, and with a double will be a 1-out double for Mr. Hayden as he helps his own calls now with runners at second and third with 1 out. So Devin Hooper will be the batter. Hooper wears number 11. playing second base. 1 out, runners at second and third. Corbin Vines decides to go from the windup as he delivers the first pitch over for strike one. One thing about it, he has been dead spot on with that first pitch strike. Takes a deep breath, steps back onto the rubber, ready to deliver. Comes set, kicks, fires. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 4-0 is our score. Top half of the second inning. Bulldogs score 4 runs in their bottom half of the first inning. The Raiders are now trying to threaten. Pitch, that ball is popped up and back out of play. And our count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. What would be big for a strikeout or infield pop out right now for Corbin Vines. He comes set, checks in with Geigley. The delivery en route. That's just outside. 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third in the top of the second. Bulldogs up 4-0. Vines comes set. Now delivers. There's a ball hit toward left field. Fisher makes the grab. The tag will not be. And that will be out number 2. Not deep enough to even tempt Mr. Fisher. That is out number 2. So Jared Southard, the first baseman, he's wearing number 23. He will come to face off against Mr. Vine with 2 outs here in the second inning. As we now have a designated runner. Nick Hempel will be the runner, number 2, at second base for the Raiders. Bulldogs can't get lax right now and go on cruise control. Keep the intensity up, get this second out, and try to see if they can add to their 4-0 lead right now. Vines will be pitching from the windup. Has 2 outs now. Now ready to go to work is Vine. The pitch offered up. That ball is hit for the right center, and right fielder Marcus will grab that, and that will take care of the Raiders in their bottom half of the second inning. There were no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We completed an inning and a half of work. Bulldogs on top of the Raiders by a score of 4-0.
Each year, millions of people fall for dangerous fad diets and bogus weight loss products. Here's how to separate facts from fad. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics with your Eating Right Minute. Fad diets give lots of promises and few results. Some are even dangerous. Remember these warning signs. A guarantee of rapid weight loss is a red flag. For long-term success, aim to lose about 1 pound per week. Never follow a diet that bans an entire food group or one that allows you to only eat from one group. Finally, there is no proof that eating specific foods at certain times of the day will help with weight loss. To create an eating plan just for you, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Please forgive me, I said Marches in right field, but I believe that is Facundo that is in right field. We'll find out here. No, that's Marches in right field. We get it right. Meanwhile, leading off this top of the second inning will be Fratelloni. Fratelloni is DHing for White. He just fouled back a pitch. He's in the hole 0-1. Hayden Thomas still the pitcher for the Raiders. He's given up 4 runs in the first inning. Next pitch offered up is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 to count for Fratelloni. Fratelloni ready to face off against Thomas. Thomas comes set, kicks, fires, all speed, falls in for strike 2. 1-2 to count for Fratelloni. On deck will be Zach Freshcorn, second baseman for the Bulldogs. and we'll be back at the top of the order. The pitch coming from Thomas to Fratelloni. Ooh, downstairs is a ball. 2-2 is the count to Fratelloni. Bulldogs up 4-0. The pitch swung on and missed. Fratelloni goes down on strikes. 1 out here in the bottom half of the second inning. Going to so Fresh Corn will come to the plate as he takes strike 1. 0-1 is the count. 4-0 is our score. Bulldogs on top here in the bottom half of the second inning. Thomas trying to collect himself from giving up the 4-run first inning, delivers the 0-1. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bulldogs jumping out early. Let's hope they can keep the distance between they and the Raiders. Thomas comes set, ready to deliver. The pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Remember, you can listen to the Mike Prince Show right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network on Wednesdays from 9 to 10 a.m. We talk about everything under the sun, but mostly sports. The pitch, that ball is going to be hit softly up the middle to center field. That's going to be a hit for Fresh Corn to start potentially another rally here at the top of the lineup will come as it would be Mr. Brandon Levy who got a double and scored in inning number 1. Levy coming to the plate after being announced by the ever so famous Mr. Bird and the PA voice of the Bulldogs for a mighty, mighty long time. I think a lot of us have been around here for a long time. Bulldogs out a runner at first base with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch from Thomas. That ball is hit forward right center field. And that's going to be another single and a hit. Back-to-back singles for the Bulldogs here in the second inning. So Corbin Vines will get a chance to help his own cause here with 1 out. Bulldogs up 4-0 in the second inning. Bulldogs with a 4-0 lead. Trying to add to that. Stepping off the rubber now was Thomas. Not liking what things were looking like. So now we got a trip to the mound, and it looks like we're going to have us a pitching change. Looks like there's going to be a pitching change. Thomas is going to the outfield. We'll get his position here in just a second. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and try to explain all the movements that are taking place here in today's contest. Bulldogs on top 4-0, but they're threatening, knocking at the door. We'll be right back. You listen to Bulldog Baseball at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
HIV is a virus that causes AIDS. Without treatment, it can lead to illness and early death. About 1.1 million people are living with HIV in the United States. 1 out of every 4 new HIV infections is among youth ages 13 to 24. Gay, bisexual, and African American youth are most at risk. Most young people with HIV aren't even aware they're infected and can unknowingly pass the virus on to others. Risk factors for youth include having sex, multiple sex partners, sex without a condom, sex with older partners who are more likely to be infected, and injecting drugs. Alcohol and drug use can lead to risky behavior. Young people need to know the facts about HIV, understand their risks, and youth at risk need to be tested. Parents, schools, and community-based programs can help prevent HIV among youth. To learn more, visit www.cdc.gov/vital-signs.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of men and women in America. But did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? An easy way to work physical activity into your regular routine is to start walking. For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking with your friends. You'll live longer. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org. And start walking. Start something.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher for the Raiders will be number 13, Danny O'Donnell, left-handed pitcher wearing number 13. He'll come up to face off against Mr. Corbin Vines right now. Corbin Vines with runners on the pads, trying to add to the 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs. That ball he sees is popped straight up toward right center field, actually, and that's handled by the center fielder, Ramos. I'm sorry, not Ramos, but Tucker. And that will take care of Vines for out number 2. Now with runners at first and second. So Borges is in right field. I got a little mixed up there, some of the changes they had. So Marches will come to the plate with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Marches popped out, trying to bunt to third base. His last at bat. See what happens here with 2 outs in the second inning. Pitch offered up, swung on and missed, strike 1. Big swing that Marches have on that one. They say he was going for the downs on that pitch. 0-1 is the count. 4-0 is the score. Bulldogs would love to add to that. New pitcher is O'Donnell. Thomas ends up going toward left field. We got some switches, and we'll try to get caught up on that. There's a ball going to be hit and grab. Nice play by the second baseman for the 4-3. And that will retire the Bulldogs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Good play by Cooper. There were no runs off a total of 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We completed 2. Bulldogs up 4-0. We'll be right back.
What are your status updates say? You're learning a new language? Going all organic? Instead of typing your feelings, what if you could put them into action? By creating a network to help keep kids off the streets in a country like Armenia or in Honduras, bringing IP into the classroom, or on a farm in Tanzania, helping stem the world's food crisis by creating a sustainable agricultural program. What if every ounce of your being helped update the status of a person, and in turn they did the same for you? Could this be enough social interaction? Or is this only the beginning of something larger? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps. Get interactive at peacecorps.gov/game.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going toward the top of the third inning. Bulldogs won top by the score of 4-0. Bulldogs have gotten into the bullpen of the Raiders here early. Starting pitcher Hayden Thomas went 1 1/3 inning, gave up 4 runs off of 4 hits. His counterpart, Mr. Corbin Vines, heading into inning number 3. Corbin Vines has given up 1 hit thus far. Get ready to start with the bottom of the lineup. The Jackson Green, the left fielder, will be leading off and will be back at the top of the order for the Raiders. So Grant Foreman has just been announced as a pitch hitter. So Foreman will come to the plate as he will face off And he'll take strike one. Another first pitch strike for Corbin Vines. And it's 0-1. Bulldogs up 4-0, top of the third inning. Vines pitching from the windup. Comes set, kicks, fires. That ball is sliced foul down the right side. 0-2 is the count. Bulldogs trying to set the pace and set the tempo and get on a run here in the 2017 playoffs. In an 8-year drought for the Bulldogs. They're making it count right now. There's a beauty on the outside corner just missing. 1-2 is the count. I thought he may have had one just then. He'll go and reload. 1-1 pitch coming from Vine. It's swung on. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed a strike out as the pinch hitter will go down. And that is the fourth strikeout for Corbin Vine in 3 innings. So Kevin Tucker will now come to the plate. Tucker, he was a strikeout victim his first time around. The left-handed batter facing off against Vine for the second time, a slightly open stance as he will hit a golf shot, and it's going to go foul down the right field line. He got a good shot, 320 down the line, but foul, strike one. Bulldogs up 4-0 here in the top half of the third inning. Vines coming set, ready to go. Kicks, fires, outside corner, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Bulldog playoff baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Good crowd here as that ball misses outside, 2-1. Good representation from both sides of the schools. Rouse and Waller. Of course, the other ball is hit towards center field, and right there, the Corbin to take care of out number 2. Bulldog train keeps rolling right along. So Cody Vinoy will now come to the plate. Vinoy was a strikeout victim, his first at bat. And Vine will come ready to work. Bulldogs up 4-0. The pitch from Vine. Breaking ball. Falls in for strike 1. He has been a master at first pitch strikes. If you ever want to get ahead of the game, that is essential. The 0-1 pitch, that ball is going to be hit foul toward the right side. 0-2 is the count. Vine has been maximized. A lot of people think it's about how hard you throw, but pitching is about thinking and thinking way ahead of the game and making strikes only when you have to. The 0-2 count now coming from Vine as he comes set with Gogley. Kicks, delivers. That ball fought off and fouled, and keeping hope alive for the Raiders is Mr. Tucker. I'm sorry, not Tucker, but Benoit, the catcher. 0-2 is the count. 4-0 is the score. The delivery en route. There's the ball. Popped up and handled with ease. Mr. Martha said thank you very, very much. And that, sorry, not an out, but a base hit, I meant to say. Picks up the single, and it's going to bring up Dalton Porter, right fielder. So Kelch will run for the catcher. 2 outs here in the third inning. Bulldogs up 4-0. Kelch the runner for the catcher, Vinoy. Try to speed up time. Vines comes set. Delivered. There's a ball here towards center field. That's going to get down in the gap. And the runner will advance to third. Runner's on the corner right now. Solid base hit with 2 outs to get runners at first and third, as it will now bring up Matt Garza, the third baseman. Garza singled his last at bat. Bulldogs having a little meeting of the mind between the infielders. Freshcorn, Bartlett, Levy, and Vines. Reminding each other there are 2 outs. Kindly mark out instructions as well. Garza is the batter. It's 2 outs. Runners on the corner. Bulldogs up 4-0 here in the top half of the third inning. Vine pitching from the stretch. Comes set. Kicks, delivers. That ball's outside. 1-0. Bulldogs dressed in their home white uniforms with the maroon letters and numbers. And the Raiders, I almost want to call them the Red Raiders because of that deep red that they wear. It reminds you of a school from Lubbock that's in the Division I level. 1-0 count en route. That ball is fouled out of play toward the right side, and our count will go even in 1 ball and 1 strike. This is game 1 of a scheduled 3-game series. We'll be in the Austin area on tomorrow. I believe that game starts at 1 o'clock. And we'll be there with bells and whistles on to give you that live broadcast right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Vine comes set, ready to make the delivery. The pitch, there's a ball. It's going to be hit. Oh, not bobbled by the third baseman. And the run's going to come in. That will be an E5 and a run score for the Raiders. But we'll put runners at first and second now with 2 outs. Not what the doctor ordered, but still not too bad. Bulldogs up 4-1. As they will try to kill this rally now as Mike Vasquez will come to the plate. He was called out on a strike. We got another batter? Okay. We got a strike. Oh, we just had a defensive change at third base. We'll give you that in just a second here. 0-1 is the count. Levy pulling the cord quick. Now, it's 0-1 to Garza. Coming with the pitch. There's a check swing. They're going to ask did he go, and they're going to say no. 1-1 is the count. 1-1 is the count. 4-1 is the score. Bulldogs on top. Vines pitching a masterpiece. The run given up was by an error. Comes set. Kicks. Fires. Ooh, that's a good pitch. Misses. 2-1. Bulldogs trying to stop whatever momentum that the Raiders are trying to pick up right now here in the top of the third inning. Vines checking in with Geigley. Checks the runner at second. Now comes toward the plate. That hits the outside corner. Great pitch. Took something off on that one. We got an even count. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on the base pads. Deuces are running wild here in the top of the third inning. Vine checking the runner at second. Coming set. Kicks. Delivers. There's a ball. That ball is going to be caught and handled at third. What a time to make a move, right? The third baseman comes right in, does what he's supposed to do, and that will take care of the Raiders. However, they get 1 run off of a total of 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on the base pads. We've completed 2.5. The Bulldogs on top by the score of 4-1. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Larry's Automotive is celebrating 15 years of automotive service you can trust. Located on FM 1488 in the Field Store community of Waller County, Larry's Automotive has earned dedicated customers by building a legacy of service. We invite you to go online at larrysautomotive.net and see what their customers are saying about them. Call 936-931-5566 and talk to the friendly folks at Larry's Automotive about the repair and service needs for your family fleet of vehicles. Oh, and be sure to ask about their in-house financing plans and layaway program. You know they back every repair with a 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty on parts and labor. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. There's only one way to say it. Larry's Automotive treats you like family. Call them at 936-931-5566 and find satisfaction worth the drive.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start this bottom half of the third inning. Skylar White was the third base replacement to come in and hold things down, get the play to get that last out. Bulldogs on top by the score of 4-1. It appears we got another pitcher in for the Raiders. And now that is number 11, Robbie Ramos. No, Ramos is wearing number 18 tonight. That was part of all these changes we had. And they still got him. Okay, Robbie Ramos, okay, is wearing number 11. He's in to pitch right now. As the hits just keep on coming here for the Raiders here in this bottom half of the third inning here. Mike Prince here with you live from Waller High School. We have some important people sitting up here in the press box area with us right now. If I'm allowed to call their name out. How you doing, Miss Durham? Bulldog will have Corbin leading off here in the third inning. As Ramos, first pitch offered up. Going to be hit foul and out of play toward the right side. Bulldogs up 4-1. So far, Mr. Vine has been in control. Corbin reached on a walk, and he was driven in off the 3-run homer in the first inning by Bartlett. 0-1 right now as Ramos is ready to deliver. All speed, and that's the beauty for strike 3. Ramos is not the smallest fella in the lot. Got a lot of movement, and when he pulled the string on that one, kind of threw the timing off. There's a little staying alive swing by Corbin as he fouls that one off. The count will hold at 0-2. Bulldogs up 4-1. One error was committed, one run as a result of it. The Bulldogs have been in the driver's seat thus far. The pitch coming from Ramos, swung on and missed, dropped by the catcher, but down in time to first base, and that will take care of Corbin for the first out in the third inning. Guy Green was a ground out by way of fielder's choice. It was a ball hit toward the shortstop at the time and couldn't handle it. So the first pitch offered up to Geiger is a strike. We're in the bottom half of the third inning. Bulldogs up 4-1. This is the third pitcher for the Raiders. All speed pitch falls in. Strike 2. All it is right now, we talked about it earlier, it's not about how hard you throw, it's how smart you're throwing as a pitcher. And mixing and matching are the Raiders right now. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed by Geiger. He gets away from the catcher again, and there's another throw down to first base for out number 2. So Ramos has come in, faced 2 batters, and got 2 strikeouts. He's going to bring up now the first baseman, Kay Bartlett. Bartlett, last at bat, hits a big 3-run homer in the first inning to give the Bulldogs their lead. Bartlett will come in to face off. Got to keep that weight back and wait on that off-speed pitch that Ramos has been showcasing so far. First pitch. Hit the ball. Raider Nation wanted that to be called a strike. And a very good turnout. You know Bulldog Nation shows up good, but the Raiders have showed up well to say to their lines. That's the ball outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Expect those to travel well tomorrow morning to the state capital, or at least in the state capital's direction. These two teams will get right back at it. If you can't join, you can listen right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. There's another strike hit on the outside corner. And right now it looks like the pattern is fastball off speed, fastball off speed. 2-1 is the count. And the pitch en route. That ball is hit toward the left side, and it's going to be an out. 5-3 will be a foot out there to retire the Bulldogs in the third inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're going to the top of the fourth. Bulldogs on top by the score of 4-1.
Hi, this is Philly Lucas Wright, head women's volleyball coach at the Alabama State University. I'm calling to inform you that volleyball kickoff date for all SWAC teams are August 25th. We also will have our first SWAC roundup that will be hosted by Texas Southern University in Houston, Texas on September 22nd through the 24th. Then it will be followed up with the second roundup of the SWAC in Montgomery, Alabama on October 20th through the 22nd on the campus of Alabama State University. Looking forward to seeing you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station that was established in 2002. We have been dedicated to local, regional, and community programming with coverage for high school, collegiate sports, ministries, and information. Our goal is to provide quality, productive, and positive programming that reflects the community that we serve. Visit our websites, KTORradio.com and OBN-Radio.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We cruise right along here to the fourth inning. Bulldogs on top 4-1. Got Sister Sledge. We are family. We are family here in Bulldog Nation. As Hayden Thomas is now in left field, he'll come to bat. He got a double his last time up against Mr. Vines. Vines comes set, kicks, delivers, and that's the ball. We're coming that dusky time of evening now as the night lights are on, and it's a little haze in the air, but that will clear up as the skies get covered. Another ball, 2-0 now. One thing that kept Vine so effective with first pitch strikes, he's trying to jam now 2-0 to Thomas. The 2-0 pitch is a strike call, 2-1. Bulldogs on top 4-1 here in the top of the fourth inning, game one of the three-game series. And that's another ball, 3 balls and 1 strike. Want to make sure you rally back and get this first batter out. He's been doing an excellent job going through this lineup, at least the first time around. There's another ball hit well, and wow, what a play at the shortstop area by Mr. Layton. 6-3 on that put-out. And it's going to bring up Mr. Hooper. Hooper flied to right field his first at bat. Good play like that. Stars line up right. Some beautiful things going to happen for the Bulldogs. Up 4-1 here in the fourth inning. Hooper's first pitch is a strike, and that's where Corbin Vines has been so effective tonight. First pitch strikes. Cannot stress that enough. Vine coming set. Now delivers. The 0-1. There's a ball. Foul back out of play, and it is quickly 0-2. That just takes a lot of pressure off of everybody. Bulldogs really with nothing to lose. They were thankful to get into the playoffs on the final week. As a matter of fact, final day, it beat Willis by the score of 6-0. And got the news that Tomball taking care of Tomball Memorial, and the Bulldogs find themselves here in the first round of the playoffs, and they're taking advantage of every opportunity. Vine taking his time, now ready to deliver. There's a ball hit. Whoa! What a catch! Did he stop it? Oh, my. Fisher in left field, going all out, coming up a little short, and great effort. You can definitely tell that it's playoff time, and will be accredited a single for Mr. Hooper. What an effort by Fisher. So Riggins will now come in, and he'll be a pinch hitter here in the seventh inning. I'm sorry, in the fourth inning. As we'll get his number here in just a second here. Got a little one thing about it. The pitch offered up and swung on and missed. Number 7 is the pinch hitter right now. And number 7 being Mr. Cooper Ligon. 0-1 is the count for Ligon. That ball just missing inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. It might be Ligon, forgive me. Not Ligon, but Ligon. Ligon, the pitch hitter. Here in the fourth inning, Bulldogs up by the score of 4-1. Fisher almost made one heck of a grab in left field. The pitch, runner goes. That ball is going to be hit back out of play, and it will be 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count. Bulldogs on top of the Raiders. Raiders 15-2 in district play, 22-5-1 overall. Bulldogs 7-7 in district play. Find themselves on top right now. Breaking ball just missing outside. 2-2. 1 out here in the fourth inning. Runner at first base. Mr. Corbin Vines has been in control of his own destiny this evening. The pitch, as runner goes, it's the ball thrown towards second base, and it gets past Levy at shortstop, and going to be a runner stolen base, and there's going to be a throwing error. And so the runner will end up at third base with 1 out. It was a ball on the pitch. Going to be a full count now, offered up to the pinch hitter, Ligon. Corbin Vines will now come from the windup. Got the payoff pitch coming up to the pinch hitter, Ligon. Vines comes set, kicks, fires, swing, and a miss. Big strikeout by Corbin Vines, and he's blowing his neck and getting it done. 2 outs here in the fourth inning. Grant Foreman will now be the batter. 5 strikeouts for Corbin Vines. The pitch. That ball swung on and missed. So Foreman, he came and pitched it, and he is looking for his first hit. Vines 0-1 delivery. There's a ball popped up, foul, out of play towards the right side, and the count quickly goes to 0-2. Foreman struck out his first time facing, and he's knocking at the door again with the 0-2 count, facing Corbin Vines. Vines comes set, takes a deep breath, zeroes in with Gogley. Now he's ready to deliver. The pitch. Foul tip, and could not hold on to it. It goes back to the backstop, and the count will hold at 0-2. Top half of the fourth inning, Bulldogs on top 4-1. Open Mic Broadcast Network live baseball coverage of Waller Bulldogs. The 0-2 pitch. Ball is going to be hit. Oh! And a run is going to come in for the Raiders. So the error ends up haunting the Bulldogs. So Tucker will now come to the plate. Bulldogs up 4-2 here in the fourth inning. Tucker fly to center his last at bat. Tucker ready to face Vine. Vine got a runner at first base here as he now comes from the stretch. Looks like he's going to try to pitch from the windup. Like, don't do it, kid. Vines comes set. Delivers. There's a ball foul back out of play. 0-1. Another first pitch strike for Corbin Vines. Top half of the fourth inning. The run that has come across was a result of a Bulldog error. As a matter of fact, the second error for the Bulldogs this season. There's a ball. That ball is hit toward the left side. Oh! White couldn't handle the ball in foul territory. Ah, man, you can't let these good teams get away like that. That was a can of corn right there. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them. Their ball falls in foul territory as it will go now to 0-2. Corbin Vines will get a chance to try to come back and finish what he started. Already has 5 strikeouts on the evening. Comes set. Delivers. The runner goes. There's another chopper. That ball is going to be fielded with foul by the catcher. And it'll go back on the hole at 0-2. Man, you got to hope that the Bulldogs can dodge that bullet. White had it, but a lot of people don't understand when it's dusk like it is right now, there's what's called a high side. There are no clouds, and it's hard to get a feel for exactly the depth of that ball. And White gave it the effort, came up a little short. Meanwhile, Vines has an 0-2 situation. The leadoff man here. See if he can make it pay off. Checking the runner back over at first base, and everybody is back in time. That's Tucker with that open stance. Awaits the 0-2 delivery from Corbin Vines. Comes set. Does Vines. Delivers. There's a ball sliced toward left field. And the grab by Mr. Fisher. Bulldogs dodge a semi-bullet as they don't give up much more, as the Bulldogs end up allowing 1 run off of a total of 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We've completed 3.5. Bulldogs on top by the score of 4-2.
Brandon Lewis with West Texas Express and the Houston Summer Collegiate League. Give you an update on the golf tournament that was canceled due to severe weather around the city of Houston. We're going to reschedule for May 29th to be Memorial Day weekend at Cinco Ranch Golf Course. We're really excited. We've got NFL, MLB alumni coming out. We're gonna have an awesome silent auction with signed jerseys from current Astros, former Astros, and just former Major League ball players. For golfers who want to register online, they can register at hcsleague.com. Again, that's www.hcsleague.com. And the golf registration is on there. It's $120 per player individually and $500 per team. We're looking forward to a great weekend that week, and just raising funds for these youngsters to be able to show off their talents and their craft on the baseball field. Again, thank you, Dr. Prince, and we look forward to everything that you've got going on here at the station with OBN Network. Thanks, and have a great day.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Bulldogs on top by the score of 4-2. They got 4 runs in the first inning. 2 hits. They have a total of 4 hits on the day. They have left so far 2 runners stranded on the base paths. Coming up now will be Mr. Curtis Fisher. Fisher struck out back in the first inning. He'll come to face Ramos. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. 4-2 is our score here in this 4th inning. There's a ball swung and going to be foul. And they will go toward the right side. Fisher hustling all the way through first base. Faces an 0-2 count. 4 runs for the Bulldogs in the first inning, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth for the Raiders. Fisher facing the 0-2 from Ramos. Makes ball 1. 1-2 is the count. 4-2 is our score in the bottom of the fourth inning, game 1 of our 3-game series. The pitch. Checking the swing, hold it back, does Fisher. Count drives even at 2-2. Good stop by the catcher, Benani. The 2-2 pitch coming from Ramos. The third pitcher for the Raiders in this contest. The pitch offered up. That's the ball downstairs. We got ourselves a full count situation here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Bulldogs lead-off batter, Curtis Fisher, trying to start things off here. The payoff pitch coming from Ramos is downstairs, ball 4. Fisher works an 0-2 count to a walk. Going to bring up now Lawrence Fratelloni. Fratelloni struck out in the second inning. He'll come. Looks like he might be in a budding situation. You have the Freshcorn who will be following him. Meanwhile, we got a little conversation going on between Benani and Ramos, the catcher and pitcher, working on some strategies, if you will. Ready to resume play. Fratelloni batting from the right-hand side, awaits the pitch from Ramos, showing bunt. Dabs at it, fouls it away for strike 1. 0-1 is the count here in the fourth inning. 4-2 is our score. Bulldogs on top of the Raiders. Fratelloni back in the box. Ramos on the bump. Ready to make the delivery. Another bunt attempt showed. This time he pulls back, and we're even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bulldog baseball. Extended play. Round 1 of the playoffs. Bulldogs coming set now. The pitch. Fratelloni tries to bunt that one off, and he fouls that one. Finds himself with a 1-2 count. 1-2 is the count. 4-2 is our score. Nobody out. Runner at first base here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Friday night high school baseball. Does it get any better than this? Well, if you got a basketball coach next to you, she might think otherwise. There's a ball going to be hit toward the right side, and that will hold at 1-2. But still a lovely night here in Waller County, Waller City to be exact. As Ramos now comes set, delivers, and that's a ball. Fratelloni showing good patience and discipline. Makes it a 2-2 count. The pitch now en route. A little tip foul. And the count will hold at 2-2. Well, the Bulldogs will have their traveling shoes bright and early in the morning as they'll head out toward the Austin area to take on Rouse. Game scheduled for 1 p.m. We'll be right there to give it to you right here at the open mic. There's another swing and a miss this time by Fratelloni. And Fratelloni goes down on strikes for the second time. Was going to bring up Freshcorn. Freshcorn got a single and left stranded at second in the second inning, and he plays second base. You talk about another deuce running wild situation as the Bulldog freshman, the second baseman, steps in to face against Ramos, and he swings and misses at strike 1. 0-1 is the count. 4-2 is our score. Fisher worked a walk in this bottom portion to lead off this inning. That ball gets outside, gets past the catcher, and advancing will be Mr. Fisher. That will be a wild pitch. Nothing that the catcher could have done with that one. So runner advances off the wild pitch. So now another one of those soft liners to center field. I don't know if Fisher would score, but it sure enough get him to third base. Coming now is Ramos, the fresh coin. Kicks, fires. That's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count. Bulldogs on top 4-2 here in the 4th inning. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Ramos comes set. Kicks, fires. Swung on and missed. The fresh coin on that one. We got an even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fresh coin trying to punch one somewhere for the Bulldogs. As Ramos checks in with his catcher. Checks the runner at second. Kicks, fires. That's the ball outside. We got a full count. The nerves of steel does Mr. Fresh Coin have. Got ourselves a full count right now. They are pitching route. Ramos versus Fresh Coin. Fresh Coin awaits the pitch. Ramos kicks, fires. Swung on and missed. Fresh Coin goes down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ramos. It's going to bring up Brandon Levy. Levy, 2 for 2 on the day. Got a double and a single. He'll come up and see if he can stay hot. Possibly drive in another run for the Bulldogs, up 4-2 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Levy lining up against Ramos and calls timeout. A little cat and mouse game between Ramos and Levy. Levy says, I will not let you freeze me up. Ramos now comes set, delivers. There's a ball hit toward left field. Oh, we got down. Levy stays hot. Another double and a run coming in for the Bulldogs. It was a matter of would it be foul or fair, and Levy gets his second double, but more importantly, another run to come in for the Bulldogs to make it 5-2. Corbin Vines will come to help his cause here in the 4th inning. He flied to center field his last at bat. He was hit by a pitch and scored off the home run hit by Bartlett. Bulldogs up 5-2 here in the 4th inning. The pitch is a strike call. 0-1 to Corbin Vines. Bulldog pitcher of the night. Catcher goes and whispers some instructions to his pitcher. Gets set. He's back on the rubber. We're ready to get back into action. Bulldogs up 5-2 with 2 outs in the 4th inning. There's a swing and a miss. Corbin Vines in the hole, 0-2. Bulldogs got 4 runs in the 1st inning. They just got another run here in the 4th inning. So 4 in 1 and 1 in 4. And Vines will go down on strikes as he goes down, but the Bulldogs add another run. They get a total of 1 run off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We have completed 4. We're going to the top of the 5th. Bulldogs up 5-2. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Congratulations to the Waller High School UIL academic team on earning 2nd place overall at the District UIL academic meet. We are proud to have 24 students advancing to regionals in April. In other exciting news, the Waller High School color guard won bronze, placing second in the state at the TCGC State Championship. We are very proud to announce that the Waller High School JROTC unarmed drill team, the Phantoms, earned the third-place trophy at the Air Force South Central Regional Drill Championship in San Antonio. They will be traveling to Daytona Beach in May to compete in the National High School Drill Championship. We wish all these students the best of luck in their future competitions. For more Waller ISD news and announcements, please visit the Waller ISD website at www.wallerisd.net. We hope you have a wonderful week.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start this top half of the fifth inning. Bulldogs on top of the Raiders by the score of 5-2. As we get to this fifth inning, Mr. Cruz, Mr. Vines has been doing a fine job. The catcher, Cody Vinoy, will come to the plate now. Face off against Mr. Corbin Vines here in the fifth inning. He'll take strike one. Vinoy scored. He got a single in the last at bat he had against Vines. He's 0-1 right now. The 0-1 pitch. Another strike call. And I know I'm sounding redundant, but that's just how effective Corbin Vines has been tonight, getting first pitch strikes. 0-2, the count. There's a ball hit toward the third base, and able to hold on to it. A little battle, but got it done for the 5-3 to start this fifth inning. I want to bring up now the right fielder, Dalton Porter. Porter got a single his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 on the evening. We just about got a full night upon us. Still can see some of the settlements out west. As the first pitch offered up to Porter will be a ball. Bulldogs up 5-2 here in the top of the fifth inning. 4 in the first inning for the Bulldogs and 1 in the fifth. That's the ball downstairs, 2-0. 1 run in the third and 1 in the fourth for the Raiders. And Vines going back to work. That's a strike on the inside corner. 2-1 is the count. Bulldogs jumped out early and are trying to maximize on the opportunities. The pitch is another one on his side corner. And Corbin Vines is definitely finding or has found his groove. Vines ready to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Comes set, kicks, fires. That ball is hit toward the left side. And we got us another out, another 6-3. Bulldogs taking care of business here. 2 up, 2 down. It's now coming to be Matt Garza. Garza reached on an error. His last at bat kind of set up that run for the Raiders in that fourth inning. First pitch is another strike, and guess what? A first pitch strike. Corbin Vines is definitely making the Raiders defensive batters instead of aggressive batters. As the pitch comes now, another strike called 0-2. Corbin Vines maximizing his pitches on this evening. The 0-2 pitch from Vines. Oh, yes it is. Strike 3. Strikeout number 6. Call looking was Garza. And the Raiders go up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on the bases. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. Bulldogs on top by the score of 5-2. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
I'm in almost every school bus and class. I go to school with your children. We say Detective Releases together. You see me around the neighborhood, and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Bulldogs on top by the score of 5-0. As the right fielder, Corey Marches, will come to the plate. Marches grounded to second and popped out to third. He's 0 for 2 on the evening, but the Bulldogs up 5-2. I'm pretty sure he would trade an 0-2 night with a 5-2 lead here in playoff action for the Bulldogs. Ramos is ready to go back to work. Marches is in the plate. He swings at his first pitch and fouls it back. 0-1 is the count. Bulldogs will travel. Don't know exactly what the schedule will be just as yet. We'll try to get Coach Levy here as a postgame. They'll play at 1, but we don't know what time they'll be heading out for the travel accommodations. As the 0-1 pitch offered up to Marches, he taps that one, and it's going to be it's going to they got the Marches going to be on. It's going to be an error, but we'll take it any way you can. E4, what it looked like was going to be an out, ends up being a base runner. As it brings up now Pulpin. Pulpin walked and scored back in the first inning and struck out. He's 0 for 1 on the day. So Marches reaches on by an error. The Bulldogs trying to take advantage of opportunity yet again. Showing bunt was Pulpin. Draws back for ball 1. Bulldogs in control at the moment. 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Scheduled for 7. The pitch, another bunt attempt. This time, I want to say the center fielder went around. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Don't forget to visit our websites at OBN-Radio.com, KTOR-Radio.com. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Guy. Twitter at Radio Guy. The 1-1 pitch offered up. Pulpin lays down another bunt attempt, but that was going to be pop foul down the first base side to make the count 1-2. Pulpin not able to get the bunts down, so he more than likely will be swinging away here. As Ramos on the rubber waiting for Pulpin to get situated. Checking the runner at first base. Comes set, now comes toward the plate. That's down in the dirt. Almost gets away from the catcher. Another good job by Vinoy behind the dish to stop that one. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the 5th inning. Bulldogs up by the score 5-2. Set is Ramos. The pitch has a little tapper, staying alive swing by Pulpin, and the count will hold it 2-2. Most cases, this would be a good time to try a little hit and run situation, but not real sure how you want to risk it. Trying to groove one, you get one you can drive, get runners to advance a little bit further. That's a ball outside. Doesn't matter right now because we got a full count, and the runner will be going with the pitch. 3-2 is the count. 5-2 is our score. Bottom of the 5th inning. Pulpin, the number 4 hitter for the Bulldogs at the plate, waiting for the pitch. That's strike 3 called And bullpen goes down looking. Ivy comes to the plate now. Runner does advance to second, going with the pitch. We got one out. Bottom of the fifth. Wes Gogley at the plate. Would be nice to see another one get out of here. There's the ball here deep. Left field. Touch him. Oh, no, he didn't touch it. He's going to be an awful wall. Oh, my. Gogley with a driving shot to left field for a double. Runners will end up at second and third. So Philip Prince will now come in and run for Wes Gogley. So Bartlett will come to the plate now. Bartlett hit the 3-run homer back in inning number 1. Looked like Gogley got a hold to one. Hit the wall. That's when you say you were one biscuit shy of getting a home run. I have to give him a little hard time about that. And speaking of hard times, the manager will come out to at least visit. And looks like he might be going to the bullpen yet again. Can't tell. They're gathering right now. Everybody is gathering. Old church song, I want to meet. I want to be in the meeting. When they all gather around the throne. They're playing the Jeopardy theme song as the conversation is heating up between Coach Chad Crimpin and his Raiders, Rouse Raiders. And it looks like they're going to leave him in. So you got runners at second and third. Philip Prince running for Wes Gogley, who just hit a shot off the wall in left field. He's at second base. At third base for the Bulldogs is Marches. At the plate is Bartlett. So trying to say, don't give him anything that he got in the first inning. As the first pitch offered up to Bartlett is a ball call. 1-0 is the count. 5-2 is our score. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Bulldogs in round 1 of the 5A regional playoffs. 1-0 count to Bartlett. Set does Ramos. That ball gets away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 5-2 is our score. 1 out. Runners at second and third in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bulldogs trying to pull off the mild upset. There's the ball. Golf toward the left side. Going to be handled. Going to take care of Marches. That ball was hitting foul territory. So Fisher will now get a chance to come with 2 outs, runners at second and third. Man, how valuable could these 2 runs be for the Bulldogs? Fisher walked and scored back in the 4th inning. If he can get a hold of one himself. Ramos not out of the woods just yet. That ball's upstairs, 1-0. And boy, the way Fisher had that front leg cranked up, he was going for a mighty Casey swing. 1-0 pitch coming from Ramos en route. He sets, kicks, fires. Outside, 2-0. It looks like Ramos might be trying to overthrow right now, pitching on wheel, trying to make sure he handles things in his own manner. Got himself in a jam, 2-0 to a dangerous hitter in the likes of Fisher. There's a big swing, and Fisher is at front on that one. 2-1 is the count. Runners at second and third with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Bulldogs up by the score 5-2. Fisher with one swing could change that. The pitch. Outside, 3-1. Fisher with a 3-1 count. On deck would be Fratelloni. The pitch from Ramos. Ball 4. You got bases loaded. Fratelloni coming to the pitch. Fratelloni 0 for 2 on the evening with 2 strikeouts. What a time to come through, Fratelloni. See if you can make it happen. A pitch offered up to Fratelloni is a ball. 1-0. That is 4 balls in a row by Ramos as the Bulldogs are threatening to add to their 5-2 lead. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fratelloni talking to himself just a tad, ready to go back to work. Ramos whispering to himself, the 1-1 count. The pitch upstairs, 2-1. That is 5 out of 6 pitches that have gone for balls. Old theory is you don't really want to help him out, make him throw you one. As the pitch en route. That's a strike call. I was just about to say another ball, but we got an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on the base pads. Deuce is running wild here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 5-2. Bulldogs on top. The 2-2 pitch coming from Ramos to Fratelloni. Strike 3 is the ball. And the Bulldogs go down here in the 5th inning. No runs off of a total of 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on the base pads. We've completed 5. Bulldogs on top by the score 5-2. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
In the last 30 years, childhood obesity in America has tripled. Today, 1 in 3 kids is already overweight or obese. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Good nutrition is key to fighting childhood obesity. These tips can help your child stay healthy. Recruit them to the kitchen. Preparing meals teaches kids about healthy foods like lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy. Make sure to get 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Make it a family activity. And avoid sugary or caffeinated beverages. Give kids water, low-fat milk, and 100% fruit juices. To keep your whole family healthy, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs holding on by the score 5-2. An outstanding pitching performance thus far by Corbin Vines. Bulldogs will have the designated hitter, Vasquez, followed by Thomas and Hooper to start off this 6th inning. Ready to go to work is Mr. Vines. And guess what? Another first pitch strike. Vines has been simply excellent on this evening. The 0-1 pitch en route from Vines. That one just misses 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 5-2 is our score. Mike Vasquez leading off this 6th inning for the Raiders. The pitch, that's a ball, popped up out of play. It goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bulldogs can't get too excited, even though they'd be in a great position winning game 1 if everything holds the way it is. Got to get it on the road and go back and finish what you started. The pitch offered up, Oh, my, strikeout again. And Vines is simply on fire. 7 strikeouts for Corbin Vines, back-to-back looking Ks. As now it will bring up Mr. Hayden Thomas. He's left field to start off today's pitcher. Hayden Thomas, not Peyton, I'm sorry. Pitch off it up. Strike. I'm a broken record. Another first pitch strike from Corbin Vines. Vines comes set, delivers. Bunt being showed, and they're going to say it was a ball. 1 ball in, 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 5-2 is our score here in the top of the 6th inning. Vines delivery. That ball is going to be popped out of play again. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bulldogs fighting their way to get to the playoffs, and they're taking advantage of it right now. As that ball misses downstairs, a good stop by Wes Wu-Geigley. Pretty good kid. Is going to be going to Arkansas, I've been told, to play some football when he's done here on graduation day. The pitch offered up by Vines. Oh, my. Another strikeout. Another called strikeout. 8 strikeouts for Corbin Vines. 3 consecutive strikeouts, all called looking. Now we'll bring up Mr. Hooper here in the 6th inning. Vines comes set, delivers, and guess what? Another first pitch strike. Unbelievable. This kid has been like a video game tonight. Vines comes set, delivers. There's a tapper hit toward the left side. Third base, White, able to dig it up at first base, was Bartlett to help the Cause. And the Cause is definitely speeding on its way now, as there were 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs in control, 5-2.
Introducing the greatest hits of Texas, a compilation of seatbelt excuses that made nobody famous and left thousands injured or dead. There's I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
Baby, yeah, I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
And I only buckle up on long trips.
My wife left me, my dog left me, I only buckle up on long trips.
And everyone's favorite, I forgot.
Yo, I forgot. I forgot. That's what I did.
Plus, if you act now, you get 4 more hit excuses, including, it's too uncomfortable, I'm invincible, I'm a perfect driver, and of course, how can we leave out, I'm just a passenger.
Grab your tambourine and shout, I'm just a passenger on this road.
Auto collisions are hits that nobody wants to listen to. Whether you're the driver or the passenger, remember to buckle up, Texas, every time, all the time. Save a life. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start inning number 6. More importantly, the bottom portion of inning number 6. And even more important than that, the Bulldogs with a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th. Schedule will be Fresh Corn to lead off here in the 6th inning. Then we'll go to the top of the lineup, Mr. Peyton Levy and Corbin Vines. Corbin Vines has definitely been one of the storylines here tonight with a magnificent performance here tonight. 8 strikeouts for Vine, who normally plays shortstop, just to let you know just how athletic this young man is and what a value he is on the team. So Jameson Slater, now the new pitcher. Slater will face off against Fresh Corn. Fresh Corn ready to face off. Slater's the fourth pitch of the evening. Swing and misses for a 1-1 count. 1-1 is the count. 5-2 is our score here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. There's another ball popped up out of play on the right side, and the count goes to 1-2. Bulldogs trying to stay hot. There's a swing and a miss. Fresh Corn goes down on strikes. That's his second strikeout of the evening. So Randon Levy will come to the plate now. Levy has been as hot as they come. 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single. Scored a run back in the first inning. He'll come here in the bottom of the sixth, ready to face off against the fourth pitcher, Mr. Slater. That's a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 is the count. Slater going quickly to work right now, stepping on that rubber, ready to go back to work. Checks in, kicks, fires. That's downstairs. Another good stop by Vinoy. And we are even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6, bottom half of the sixth inning. Bulldogs on top. That ball is going to be popped out of play, and the count will go to 1-2. I want to give a good shout-out to a good buddy of mine who's recovering. It's Mr. Lee Hall by way of Mississippi. Get well, my friend. Love you much. And keep on keeping on here. So we are in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Bulldogs trying to stay on top. That ball is way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is the count with 1 out. Bottom of the sixth inning. Bulldogs up by the score 5-2. Levy, who's been 3 for 3 at the plate. The pitch. There's another ball hit. And another play and base hit for Levy. 4 for 4. 2 doubles. 2 singles. Corbin Vines coming up to the walk-up music of the man in black, Johnny Cash. And he's been playing like a man in black tonight. 8 strikeouts. He struck out his last at bat. But none of that really matters right now, as he'll take strike 1 from the fourth pitch of the night, Mr. Slater. 0-1 is the count. Check the runner back at first base, and everybody is back safely. Bulldogs, 4 in the first, 1 in the fourth, and that has been enough to sustain them with the magnificent pitcher performance by Mr. Corbin Vines on this evening. 1-1 is the count to Vines. As Slater comes set, delivers. The call was the call, and the runner will take second base. Levy, the bait and switch, and with that, a base hit could give the Bulldogs another run. Levy now waits at second base with 1 out. And everything that could go right has gone right for the Bulldogs this evening. Vines ready to go with the 1-1 count coming from Slater. The pitch. Gets away. Another good stop by the catcher, Vinoy. 2 balls and 1 strike. Can't rest on this Raider team. They were 15-2 in district, 22-5-1 overall. So you know that this team is no slouch, and you got to finish everything. Don't take any chances, and finish what you start. Vines back into the box, ready to face off against Slater, the number 4 pitcher of the evening for the Raiders. That ball gets away. It is 3-1. Bulldogs trying to add. On deck will be Marches. Slater trying to go to work on the 3-1 count. That ball hit well for left. Oh, my. Touch-em. Corbin Vines just smashes one for a double to drive in the run. And the Bulldogs add to their lead. 6-2. Arches will now come to the plate. Arches reached on an error, left stranded at third, back in the 5th inning. He grounded out and flied out. Cole Swinkie will now come and run for Vines, trying to save that energy because he is the starting pitcher. You're allowed courtesy runners for your pitcher and your catcher. So, wise thing, good move by Levy. Even though the athleticism in this young man, he wants to be out there, but you got to save that energy, kiddo. As Martins comes in, he'll take strike 1 from Slater here in the 6th inning. Bulldogs up 6-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Marches awaiting the pitch from Slater. Slater comes set, checks on Swinkie at second. There's a swing and a miss out the zone. Went the batter, Marches, and that was nothing but adrenaline. That's all that is. You're hyped up. For lack of a better term, you're pulling off what some would consider a major upset right now, and all cylinders are on go right now. But stay within, young man, stay within. The pitch, there's a ball that's going to be poked toward the right side, and it's going to be handled as the Bulldogs stay yet alive as that ball falls just outside. Marches will come back, think about it with the 0-2 count, look for something that he could try to drive. He won't get anything to drive. He's going to have to fight off some pitches because with the 0-2 count, I can guarantee you Slater's not going to purposely give him anything in the wheelhouse. Slater checks in with the catch of Hanoi. Runner at second base is Swinkie, running for the pitcher, Vine. Stepping out the box momentarily was Marches, now comes back in as the 0-2 battle will resume. The pitch from Slater. That ball is hit toward right center, and it's going to be enough for a sacrifice fly to advance the runner, Swinkie. So Swinkie will go to third base. So Cole Bullpen will come to the plate now with 2 outs. The runner at third base. Bulldogs up 6-2. I know it might sound greedy, but I want that 7th run. Bullpen walked and scored in the first, struck out twice since then. The pitch from Slater. There's a ball hit toward the right side. A little ball will come in. They're probably going to move that as an error as well. So it will be another run to come in for the Bulldogs. We don't say a hit. We don't say a hit. So Wes Digley will now come in as there's another pitching change. The 5th pitcher, we'll tell you all about it when we return. Bulldogs up 7-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. You listen to Bulldog Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is John Bon Jovi, asking you to go to serve.gov to get involved in something you believe in. believer in the power of we. We can tackle the tough challenges we face and build community through service and volunteering. The reality is, we're all in this together. It's time for you to raise your hand and make a difference. United we stand. United we serve. How will you raise your hand when they call your name? Are you with me? We learn Go to serve.gov for more information about how to volunteer in your community.
This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The fifth pitcher on the evening for the Raiders will be number 3, Dalton Porter. He'll face off against Wes Guidley, who hit a monstrous shot his last at bat. We thought it got out of here, but he did end up with a double. The pitch to Guidley is getting away, and the runner is going to advance on the wild pitch. And there will be ball 1, and they're going to allow the runner to get in at second. The runner being pulled in as the next pitch will fall outside the zone, makes it 2-0 to the Bulldog catcher, Wes Geiger. Bulldogs up 7-2 here in the 6th inning. As the pitch missing outside, 3-0 as Porter is struggling from the heel. The 5th pitcher on the evening for the Raiders. The pitch coming. That's right. That's almost automatic. 3-1 now to Wes Guidley here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs up 7-2 with 2 outs. Runner at second base. As the pitch en route to Guidley. That's ball 4. The ball gets away from the catcher and advancing. Yeah, there was a little sleepy moment there at second base by Pulpin. The ball is still alive. The ball got away from the catcher as he kind of lackadaisically went back. So Bartlett will now come to the plate as Phillip Prince will now come in and run for Wes Guidley at first base. 2 outs. Runners on the corner here in the bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs trying to add more. Bartlett takes ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 7-2 is our score. Bulldogs have gotten 2 here in the 6th, 1 in the 4th, and 4 in the 1st. As the pitch from Slater, that ball is going to be hit toward the shortstop, and it actually caught that on the line. Good, nice play by the shortstop to stop the bleeding for the Raiders here in the bottom of the 6th, but the Bulldogs end up with 2 more runs off of a total of 3 hits, and there was no errors in that inning. 2 runners left on the base pads. We're going to the top of the 7th. Bulldogs on top by the score of 7-2. Do
you see that dog in the shelter?
Hi, I'm Buddy, the adorable puppy you adopted from the Humane Society. Meow. I'm Whiskers, a fluffy kitty, just waiting for someone to love me.
When you adopt a pet, we hope your new furry friend will become a cherished member of your family. And as Buddy and Whiskers will tell you, the key to success is following the rules to love by.
Well, that's right. She's giving me food, water, and exercise every day. To stay healthy, I need the same kind of things you need. Talk to me. I like hearing your voice. You're my best friend. Please Please don't stay mad at me or lock me up as punishment. Remember, I'm probably going to live 10 to 15 years, so take care of me when I get old. One day you'll need someone to take care of you, too.
A message from the Montgomery County Humane Society. Visit www.mchumane.org for the complete rules to love bug.
Be your best friend for life.
Sweet Caroline in the background. The Bulldogs 3 outs from a sweet victory. Top of the 7th inning. Bulldogs on top by the score of 7-2. Corbin Vines has been sensational. Higgins will be the batter here. He pinched hit back in inning number 5 to face off against Vine. And what do you know? There was a ball. Wow. Corbin Vine, he is human after all. 1-0 is the count. To Ligon, there's a foul tip to the mitt. Ligon even 1-1. Bulldogs have been magnificento. Vine ready to go back to work. There's another strike. 1-2, and you can hear the mitt rattling up right now as Vine is smelling blood. The pitch coming. En route. Oh, my, that one just missed. I thought we had strikeout number 9. Vine now with a 2-2 count. Delivering. There's a ball popped back out of play, and the count will hold at 2-2. Bulldogs trying to shake up these regional playoffs right now. The pitch coming, en route, swung on, and this is going to have to be a throw to first, and in time, and a strikeout number 9 for Corbin Vines. Number 9 for Vines, as Foreman, the second baseman, will come to the plate now with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Vines ready to go back to work. The pitch swung on and a miss. Strike 1, another first pitch strike. Corbin Vines has been definitely a smooth operator tonight. There's another swing and a miss. A strike away from double-digit strikeouts for Corbin Vines. Vines set, ready to deliver. The pitch. Oh, my. Extension of grace and mercy on that pitch. As Vines thought he had strikeout number 10, out number 2 in the 7th inning. Ready to go back to work. The pitch. Oh, there's a foul tip. Staying alive will be Foreman. Foreman is the number 9 batter, and you have Tucker, who will be the leadoff batter, scheduled up after him. The pitch coming from Vine upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is the count, 1 out here in inning number 7. There's a swing and a miss, strikeout number 10. Corbin Vines has been ridiculous tonight. Wow. Well, now it is up to Devin Tucker here with 1 out left in this top half of the 7th inning. Bulldogs up 7-2. Corbin Vines trying to go the distance. The first pitch. It's a strike, but of course. 0-1 is the count. The 7-7 Bulldogs going against the 15-2 Raiders, as that one just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Everybody in Bulldog Nation thought they had something going right then. The pitch offered up. There's a ball popped back out of play, and the count now is 1-2 with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Bulldog Nation should be up on their feet right about now, witnessing history, but the pitch will come. That ball is hit sharply at second base. Fresh corn. Oh, the ball got away. As that will be an E. It goes into the dugout. I don't know, did it go enough to advance the runner to the next base? As he's not going to advance, it's definitely going to be an error. And it's going to be on a throw, and they're going to pull Corbin Vines out after a magnificent job, and he's getting a standing ovation, and deservedly so. What a night for this young man. Unbelievable. We're going to take a break. New pitcher coming in. We'll tell you all about it when we return.
This is Doug Rush, head baseball coach of the Tomball Figures. We're excited about another playoff appearance for our ball club. We finished the season 21-8 and 10-4 in district, just missing getting third place, 2 games back from first place. Have a lot of really good young players, and we're hoping to make a little bit of a run here. We've been in playoffs 15 of the last 17 years, and the last 7 in a row. We went to the state tournament 2 years ago. We won a state championship 4 years ago, and just missed the state tournament by 2 outs last year. So this ball club and this program's getting used to making deep runs in the playoffs. We like to keep that up.
The Waller High School varsity baseball team has advanced to the bi-district playoffs. The next game will be Friday, May 5th at 7 p.m. at Waller High School. Come out to support the team and cheer on our Bulldogs. Don't forget the annual Waller High School blood drive is on Wednesday, May 10th from 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. There will be free T-shirts, food, and Chick-fil-A gift cards for those who donate. Be sure to bring a photo ID and check in at the front desk before donating. Visitors and staff will be moved to the front of the line, so there will not be a wait. Wednesday, May 10th, is also School Nurses Day. Be sure to let your school nurse know that you appreciate everything they do. START testing will continue through Friday, May 12th. Help your child by ensuring they get plenty of rest the night before and eat a healthy.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New Bulldog pitcher is Mr. Rudy Facundo, as he will come in and he'll pick right up where Mr. Corbin Vines left off. Facundo coming in trying to just close things out for the Bulldogs with a 7-2 lead. That ball gets away from the catcher, and the runner doesn't even bother to go. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rudy Facundo wears number 17. Corbin Vines goes 6 2/3 inning. Gives up. There's another strike call. What a night by Corbin Vines and the Bulldogs. Bulldogs on the verge here of taking game 1 in this 3-game series. The pitch. There's the ball hit sharply. And they're going to say it's an base hit. Another bobble on the infield. And it's going to be back-to-back errors to get the Bulldogs completing and closing the door on this situation here. So now it will bring up Porter to bat. And Porter takes ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 7-2 is our score. 7-2 is the score. Top of the 7th inning. Bulldogs only 1 out away from shutting this one down. An excellent job by Corbin Vines on this evening. And the 2 runs he gave up were not even earned. Pitch from Facundo misses. It is now 3-0. Facundo just got to lay it in there and try and get this last out. There's a ball swung on, and it's going to be another foul ball. Okay, I'm trying to make sure how they were calling this here. 2-1 will now be the count with 2 outs. Bulldogs 1 out away from taking game 1 in this 3-game series. Put on their traveling shoes to go to Austin Lander tomorrow. Game slated to start at 1 p.m. Facundo trying to finish it for Vines. Misses with that one. 3-1. 7-2 is the score. Bulldogs trying to finish it. The pitch is a strike call. 3-2 is the count. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Facundo in to close it out for Vines, who has pitched a masterpiece on this evening. The payoff pitch. Hit for the left side. Holy cow, there it is. Fly ball captured. Bulldogs take game number 1 in exciting fashion. The Bulldogs win by the score of 7-2 as the Bulldogs pull the shocker off here in game number 1. We're going to take a break and we'll get started with our post-game report.
This is Doug Rush, head baseball coach of the Tomball Figures. We're excited about another playoff appearance for our ball club. We finished the season 21-8 and 10-4 in district, just missing getting third place, 2 games back of first place. Have a lot of really good young players, and we're hoping to make a little bit of a run here. We've been in playoffs 15 of the last 17 years, and the last 7 in a row. We went to the state tournament 2 years ago. We won a state championship 4 years ago, and just missed the state tournament by 2 outs last year. So this ball club and this program's getting used to making deep runs in the playoffs. We like to keep that up.
The Waller High School varsity baseball team has advanced to the bi-district playoffs. Next game will be Friday, May 5th at 7 p.m. at Waller High School. Come out to support the team and cheer on our Bulldogs. Don't forget the annual Waller High School blood drive is on Wednesday, May 10th from 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. There will be free T-shirts, food, and Chick-fil-A gift cards to those who donate. Be sure to bring a photo ID and check in at the front desk before donating. Visitors and staff will be moved to the front of the line so there will not be a wait. Wednesday, May 10th is also School Nurses Day. Be sure to let your school nurse know that you appreciate everything they do. START testing will continue through Friday, May 12th. Help your child by ensuring they get plenty of rest the night before and eat a healthy breakfast. For more Waller ISD news and announcements, please visit the Waller ISD website at www.wallerisd.net. We hope you have a wonderful week.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you as we begin our post-game report. Bulldogs take game 1 of this doubleheader. Not doubleheader, I'm sorry, the 3-game series, as they were able to capture and fight off and steal game number 1 from the Raiders, who came in with a 15-2 record on this regular district season play here. And the Bulldogs shutting the door, as Muhammad Ali said, he shook up the world as they were able to pull this one off, winning by the score of 7-2. Corbin Vines goes 6 2/3 of an inning, and he gets the win. Had a total, I was miscalculated by a couple of strikeouts, had a total of 9 strikeouts. Gave up 2 runs. None of the runs were earned. So there were 2 runs off of 5 hits. 4 errors committed by the Bulldogs, and it was 7 runners left on base by the Raiders. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs end up with 7 runs off of 9 hits, 1 error committed by the Raiders, and 7 runners left on the base paths by the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs take Game 1 by the score of 7-2, as they will travel to the Austin area to take care of this same team tomorrow beginning at 1 p.m. So the Bulldogs get that ever so critical Game 1 to take advantage of this 3-game series. That's why they play them. The Bulldogs were able to save their pitching on the evening, as they only used Facundo for 1/3 of an inning, as he was able to come in and take care of business. As we now have an opportunity to speak with Corbin Vines over here just for a second. We're going to have Corbin have a seat over here. We got him mic'd up over here. We're going to scoot up just a little bit here, Corbin, and we get you set here. We got Corbin Vines here. Corbin Vines, a strong night. 9 strikeouts, goes 6 2/3 of an inning. Give up 2 runs, and those 2 runs wasn't earned. How you doing this evening, sir?
Pretty good.
All right. You pumped up, man?
Yes, sir.
All right, great night tonight, but definitely the key tonight was first pitch strikes. You were able to stay ahead of the batters and keep everybody off balance. Tell us how everything was flowing for you on this evening.
I felt pretty good. Throw my fastball where I wanted to, and as long as I could get ahead, my off-speed stuff was good enough to get people out.
Good enough to get people out. Got a couple of hits on the night to help your cause. So when you get a big early lead against a team like this in the first inning, you have to be very relaxed coming in. So what was going through your mind and your thought process?
It's a lot easier to throw first pitch strikes when you got a big lead.
A big lead right now, but right now you're in the driver's seat. How's your arm feeling right now?
It's good right now, but it'll probably be rough.
It'll be hanging out tomorrow morning. Got in. I know it was tough for you to get pulled out at that last at bat. You thought you had it, but I know the competitor in you wanted to stay in there. What did Coach Levy say to you when he came and got you?
Oh, not much. Good game.
Good game?
Yes, sir.
And say, go get it. Well, you ought to sleep well tonight, and I know Mom and Pop ought to be extremely proud of the performance that you had tonight. Corbin Vines goes 6 2/3 of an inning, gives up 2 runs, but those runs were not earned. There were 7 runners stranded on the base paths, 9 strikeouts on the night, despite 4 errors committed by the Bulldogs on tonight. Overall, how you going to rate tonight's performance?
I don't know. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, he said, I'll take it. Corbin Vines, player of the game for tonight's action. Bulldogs' first playoff game since 2009.
Yes, sir.
And it starts off with a win. We're going to take a break, and we're going to continue on with our post-game report right now. Corbin Vines and the Bulldogs taking care of business, winning by the score of 7-2. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
I'm in almost every school bus and class. I go to school with your children. We say that's hard to believe it. Hug up. You see me around the neighborhood, and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm 1 out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is posed as a new thing. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please, Visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
In the last 30 years, childhood obesity in America has tripled. Today, 1 in 3 kids is already overweight or obese. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Good nutrition is key to fighting childhood obesity. These tips can help your child stay healthy. Recruit them to the kitchen. Preparing meals teaches kids about healthy foods like lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy. Make sure to get 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Make it a family activity. And avoid sugary or caffeinated beverages. Give kids water, low-fat milk, and 100% fruit juices. To keep your whole family healthy, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Introducing the greatest hits of Texas, a compilation of seatbelt excuses that made nobody famous and left thousands injured or dead. There's I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
Baby, yeah, I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
And I only buckle up on long trips.
My wife left me, my dog left me, and I only buckle up for a long, long trip.
And everyone's favorite, I forgot.
Yo, I forgot. That's what I did.
Plus, if you act now, you get 4 more hit excuses, including it's too uncomfortable, I'm invincible, I'm a perfect driver, and of course, how can we leave out I'm just a passenger?
Grab your tambourine and shout, I'm just a passenger on this road.
Auto collisions are hits that nobody wants to listen to. Whether you're the driver or the passenger, remember to buckle up, Texas, every time, all the time. Save a life. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our post-game report. Bulldogs pull off the upset, winning Game 1 of this 3-game series by the score of 7-2. Bulldogs improved their overall record to 13-11-1 as they go to Lanier, Texas, right outside of Austin, on tomorrow to take on the same Raiders. As we got Coach Levy here coming up, we're going to get him mic'd up here to get some words and comments from him. Coach Levy, great job, and give us an overall analysis on tonight's game.
Well, we kind of jumped on them early and held on there. We had some good pitching by Corbin Vines, and the defense played well, and just got to win tonight. We got to come back tomorrow and get focused and try to get us another victory.
Absolutely. Now, we knew Corbin was athletic. I mean, but you couldn't have imagined he was going to have a game like this tonight.
He pitched well. He's pitched the last outing. He pitched well, and he goes on the mound and just does a good job.
He does a good job. Did an excellent job getting those first pitch strikes, staying ahead of the batters, keeping everybody off balance. And we mentioned during the broadcast, it's not about how hard you throw. It's about controlling your pitches and know when to throw strikes and throwing them when you have to.
Correct. He just stayed on top, and then just got ahead. That's the main thing as a pitcher. You just got to stay ahead on the batters and keep working.
Now, the Bulldogs will travel to Austin area in the morning. Do you have your travel itinerary set just yet?
Yeah, we'll get here at 7:30 and try to pull it out at 7:45 and get there and get something to eat and see what the field's like and get after it.
Get after it. The Bulldogs get a very critical Game 1 in this 3-game series. Outstanding pitching performance by Corbin Vines. Do you have who you think is going to go for you tomorrow?
We'll sit down tonight and discuss it. We haven't really decided. We got a few guys, but we'll make a decision in the morning.
I say at this time it's all hands on deck, right?
Oh, yeah. It's anybody we have.
Anybody that's got an arm and a pulse, we need you to get ready. Bulldogs pulling off, I would say, a mild upset. We're going to say a mild upset, but that's why you play the game. And I may mention that's what makes baseball the greatest sport in the world, because you can be a size difference in football, basketball, and it will definitely show up. but it doesn't really show up when you get across these lines on the diamonds. Huh, Coach?
That's correct.
All right. Well, Coach, Rodney, I always get you and your nephew mixed up. I call him Rodney and call you Randon and so on and so on. But the Bulldogs with a big win on Game 1 of this 3-game series. They'll be back at it tomorrow at 1 p.m. And, of course, we'll be there to give you the live play-by-play action here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're going to take us another quick break, and then we'll come back with our closing thoughts and comments on this evening.
Hi, this is John Bon Jovi, asking you to go to serve.gov to get involved in something you believe in. I'm a big believer in the power of we. We can tackle the tough challenges we face and build community through service and volunteering. The reality is, we're all in this together. It's time for you to raise your hand and make a difference. United we stand. United we serve.
I want you to raise your hand when they call your name.
Are you with me?
We were born.
Go to serve.gov for more information about how to volunteer in your community.
This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. Bulldogs pulling off a huge win on this evening, winning by the score of 7-2. But they're not done yet. They'll go back and get things started with these same Raiders tomorrow at 1 p.m. We'll be there to give you the play-by-play action. 5 pitchers used tonight for the Raiders and 2 for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs should be sitting in good position. I want to thank you all so much for joining us on our broadcast tonight. Remember to join us tomorrow, 1 p.m. for the first pitch right here on OBN-Radio.com, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. Once again, the Bulldogs win Game 1 of this 3-game series by the score of 7-2. We're signing off for now, and we'll see you at the same station, different time. Until the next time, be blessed. We'll see you on the other side.